All right, questions for Coach Jackson?
Playing Morris tonight was incredible. Can you talk about how he's been doing so far this year?
Very focused. You know, I mean, I could tell in training camp and that you know, he had a very serious approach. You know, he paid his dues last year. It's not easy to do what he did last year. You know, watching a great goaltender like Cal Peterson, and I think he probably learned from Cal in a lot of areas. But you know, I think he's got off to a good start. You know, and I still have, you know, confidence that Dylan St. Cyr is going to play a role for us this year as well. But you know, the thing I admire the most about what he's done here in the last 4 games is he's shown the ability to close the game down, and that's a really important quality in a goaltender. Is you got a 1-0 lead in the 3rd period. You're going to have to make some good saves on the penalty kill, and 6-on-5 at the end. You know, he was certainly the difference tonight.
And your penalty kill tonight was outstanding. You keep that going.
Yeah, I mean, we got a good rhythm going with guys right now. You know, I like the groups of forwards that we're using. You know, some guys don't get as much credit as they probably should. Guys like Jack Jenkins and, you know, Cal Burke, both they do a great job along with Evans. Ogilvy's back now, which helps the penalty kill, and both Michael O'Leary and Dawson Cook are both becoming valuable assets on the PK.
Jeff, I just walked in when you were talking about Cam. Could you just give me another quick quote how well he's played for you this year?
No, he's just, you know, so far, I mean, even in the non-conference games, he's been very good. The thing I like the most, like I said, is his ability to close out games. But I think the key thing is his rebound control has been very solid, and that's an important asset, you know, to make sure that you're not giving second shot opportunities up too often.
What makes Bo Brower such a good player, in your opinion?
Well, Bo's another guy that's paid his dues, you know, and he's really made an effort to learn the game without the puck, because he had a real problem with that early in his career, and even at times now, every once in a while, he, you know, he's puck stares a little bit too much, but he's made an effort and he's gotten better. He's always had the ability to be a power type forward. You know, he's got to always remember to play big. You know, when he does, he makes our cycle and our low game offensively really effective. And he's playing with 2 smart players, which helps him. Both Dawson Cook and Mike O'Leary are both really smart players, and they're a big line, so they need to play big. And the good thing is I'm able to use them against pretty much anybody right now, and that's a real positive for us. They're listed as a 4th line, but they're really not.
Can you just kind of speak to the challenges that Penn State presented to you guys and the keys to beating them in both?
Well, I mean, the guy's done a great job there. I mean, they play such a high tempo. I like the way they play. You know, I mean, they put a lot of pressure on you. You know, they're constantly they're shooting from everywhere, and when you take shots, generally that creates a little chaos. And the other thing they do is they transition very well out of their own end. It's really hard to establish much of a forecheck against them just by the way they play, because your defensemen almost have to honor the guys that are, you know, leaving the zone. When they get possession, they're gone, and if you don't honor them, then you're going to give up breakaways. And even so, we gave up like 4 odd-man rushes in the first period tonight, and you know, we settled down after that. But you know, they just play a real high-tempo transition game, and it makes them a very effective team.
Thanks, Coach.
One last question. What does winning these first 2 series do for the confidence of your team in conference play heading into the next couple series with Minnesota, Michigan State?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, obviously, you know, Penn State's a high-quality program, as was Ohio State. I mean, it's going to be like this every weekend. I mean, you're not going to have any big victories in the Big Ten. You're going to have to fight out 1-goal games a lot, and I think you're seeing that across the whole league. And you know, it certainly doesn't hurt our confidence, but you know, eventually we're going to have to go back to Penn State for 2. So, and just like Ohio State's going to have to come back to our place now. So, but it's going to be a challenging environment in the Big Ten, and you know, it's an exciting thing. And you know, hopefully, you know, this weekend was a good indication of you know, more of a name recognition school coming into our building and helping draw fans.
Thanks.